The 2028 playoffs have officially tipped off here in year 4 of this expansion franchise with the Aztecs, and we're coming off our first ever playoff appearance and playoff victory in this series as a franchise with that Game 1 victory over the Golden State Warriors in the first round. But there's still a lot of basketball left to play. Despite 23 points for Steph Curry, John Cobb and Jarris Walker especially lead the way to a dominant 21-point victory thanks to a really good second half performance, especially a great third quarter. And now we have to carry that into our very next game and hoping that Kylan Moore can overcome his initial shooting struggles against Robert Williams and see if the Warriors have anything in store against us to get right back in this series. We have one more game on the road, then 2 games at home in games 3 and 4, and then we'll go and see what happens after that. We're going to start by watching at least the second half, if it's close, of game 2, and taking things from there. So here we go, the playoffs continue. Round 1 continues here against the Warriors in the Chase Center in the Bay Area. It's Aztecs Warriors. Game 2 starts now. And Game 2 tip-off is officially underway. We will once again start with the basketball, and we're going to sim the entirety of the first half and see how close this game is in the third quarter. First quarter, 3 points deficit for the Aztecs. Warriors trying to add to it, approaching halftime, trying to get one game back and even the series up heading into Mexico City. And we will start the third quarter trailing by 9, 64-55. It looks like both starting fives have stayed the exact same for either teams as David Dennis slips inside for the deuce. The assist was from, I believe that was, I want to say Jarris Walker. Here's a deep shot for Steph Curry on the other end, and it drops in. Only had 10 first half points and has shot about 40% so far on the day. But that is a pretty good shot to drop in to push their lead back to 10. Screen sent by Kylan Moore. Cobb into a shot, not going to go, and rebound pulled in by the Time Lord, who had a really good defensive performance in Game 1 against the first overall pick, Kylan Moore. Good pass inside, and Kuminga just a bit too strong on the layup. Here's a 3 from Dylan Young, but it's off the mark. He shot 5 for 7 back in Game 1. He was a very efficient scorer and player all game long. Had a couple nice defensive stops as well as Curry lets loose again, but this time can't connect. It's left on the outside, and Cobb nails the trifecta. Tough 3. This year against Golden State in the regular season, he averaged 26 points per game. But he's coming off a 31-point performance back in Game 1 to open his playoff career. Heels waiting for the screen. Fires from the elbow and hits. Cobb again. Not going to drop in this time around. Up to Keels. Slashing inside, finding Williams, who was rejected off the glass by Moore. Dennis comes off the screen, dashes inside, hands it off. Moore goes up with it and missed it, but tracks it down for the putback. He shot 7 for 21 in the first game. Missed a lot of pretty solid looks. Hoping to flip the page here, and this one as he strips it away from Williams. Now it's a fast break for Cobb, one-on-one, but he left it short. Good defense there by Podziemski. Cobb's got 17 points here in the game as Kuminga gets behind our defense and throws it down. Back out to Cobb again. His 3 on the money this time. And now he's got 20. Good behind the back move. Keels all the way to the tin. Can't finish. And Young will steal that rebound away from him. Up to Kylan Moore. Bucket and foul. It goes against Williams. Defense to offense. The name of the game with this 7-second system. And the free throw for Moore is in there. It's back to a 1-score ball game. Screen sets. Left inside. Kuminga jams again. And he is fouled. The 3rd against Jarris Walker. The free throw for Kuminga is offline. Rebound goes to Kylan Moore. Driving, spinning, and blocked by Williams. Cobb can't get it to go. Gotta watch out for that help defense from the Time Lord, as Kuminga will have some more free throws on the other end. 19 points here in Game 2 so far for Kuminga. He was solid but not great for the Warriors back in Game 1. And he once again will miss a free throw. 1 for 2 in that stint. Backdoor, an alley-oop, not going to get there, but Moore tracks it down and throws it down. He's got 13 points here in this one. Curry spins, drives, Moore is there to get the stop on help defense. Now a chance to close it back to within a bucket. And a mismatch inside. It draws 2 defenders, and Moore front rims it. And Kuminga pulls down the miss. Got a mismatch somewhere. Curry off the screen. Back iron. Gets the handoff, slashes in baseline, and lays it in for the deuce. Already 22 assists on the day for the Aztecs. We average about 28, 29 a game. On pace to shatter that average. Keels gets the handoff and got the bucket somehow through the contact. What a play. Melo Keels, man, he has been kind of a gem of a pick for the Warriors, and we could have gotten him over Young. But I like Young as well, don't get me wrong. I think Keels is more of a scorer, and Young is more of an all-around kind of a player. Here's Cobb spinning. Keels on him. Back out to Dennis. Left inside. Now back out for the open look, but Cobb can't connect. And they lob it right to Dylan Young through the hands of Kuminga. Turnover by Buchanan. Driving. Young out to Dennis. Now to Cobb. Open look. But it's not going to go this time either. Up ahead quickly. And another brutal miss at the rim for Kuminga. He has struggled on those kinds of shots in these first 2 games. Cobb blows by Buchanan. And the help defense a little bit too late by Williams. Keels stepping into it, and it rattles out. Up to Walker, now to Moore. Baseline, he's got space! 1-point game. Buchanan flies by Dennis, right to the rack for the dunk. We're going to call timeout. Rozier and Wiseman have checked in for the Aztecs. Open look, count it for David Dennis. And that will tie things up at 79 apiece. We trailed by as many as 10 points earlier in the quarter. And now it is anybody's game the rest of the way. Good move by Hawkins, and his jumper's going to put them back on top. Good look. Jarris Walker can't knock down that mid-range jump shot. The Warriors now a chance to increase their lead. Kuminga cuts. Picked up by Walker. Will still shoot, but left it short. Post work for Wiseman, but too strong on the hook. Kuminga slips by Walker for the deuce on the other end. He is already got like 24, 25 points on the night. Warriors now leading by 4. 2 to play here in the quarter. Top of the key with Dennis. Off the screen. Downhill. 2 defenders there, but he's still got the bucket. And he's got 22 on the day, so he and Cobb both now over 20 points in game 2. What happened there? Wide open look, and Buchanan cashes that one in. Not sure what happened there on that defensive breakdown, but it's 85-81. Dylan Young, deep shots, in and out. Up ahead, quick 3, Zaire Williams drops in the 3. Baseline, spin move, and the handle was lost by Dennis. Hawkins nearly got the and one. It's the 4th on the team, 2nd on Rozier on the day. Free throw good from Hawkins. And the back end will put the Warriors back up by 9. Here's a quick 3 for Kylan Moore, and he absolutely drills it. Assisted by Cobb. Ryan Kerr now in the game, and his fadeaway jump shot is silky smooth. Eyeball screen set. Wiseman cuts inside. Another assist there for Cobb. What is going on with this defense? Kerr is wide open and luckily missed it. Final shot of the 3rd quarter. Herter. No, and the Warriors lead by 6 with 12 to play here in game 2. All right. 1 quarter left to play here in regulation. Open look. Dennis can't knock it down. Good drive by Hawkins, but better defense by Rozier to force the miss. Corner screen sets. Herter slashes inside. Finds Wiseman. You got to make that layup, man. You have the positioning, and he still missed it. Buchanan steps back, no good, off the back iron. Good hesitation, a good pass out to Kylan Moore. His jump shot is off the mark, and Robinson boxes out for the rebounds. And off to Buchanan. Now it's Stewart. Shot clock under 5. He gives it away to Hawkins. His deep shot is also out. Good flare. It's a 3 setting up for Kylan Moore, but it just rattles out of the rim. Both teams yet to score in the first 2 minutes of the quarter. Downhill over Dennis. Not going to go. Ball's tipped up. Robinson gets it back. And Stewart misses the second chance 3. We push it up to Kylan Moore, but he's denied by Stewart. What a play by a smaller defender. Now off the screen, and good from Kevin Herter. That cuts their lead in half. That's the first points for either team here in the 4th. They're going to call timeout. Winston hands it off, and Achua bricks that 3. Warriors still scoreless here in the 4th quarter. Can we take advantage and potentially tie things up here? Cobb in for the rest of this one. Got a mismatch here in the high post. Wiseman nails the mid-range jump shot. What a play. We have shot 10% better, but still trail. Good pass across the court. Buchanan Drives, and that's a cheap foul against David Dennis. Wow. Thought that was pretty good defense. The ref disagrees. And the ball does not lie. First free throw rattles out for Buchanan. Back end is good. Dylan Young and Jarris Walker back on the floor. We'll give Kylan Moore a break. So Wiseman now at the 5. Now we lob it. Nearly turn the ball over. And Dennis will still fire and got the teardrop to go. And we are tied at 93. Chua hands it off. Curry lets it fly, but can't stick it. Good pass, and for the lead, Wiseman rocks the rim. He's got 12, and he continues to be a really big offensive weapon off our bench. Chua the pick. Buchanan rolls inside. Baseline. How did he get that? Dennis off the window. No good. Wiseman pulls it down. Good pump fake. And he got the buckets. Second on Robinson. What a couple of plays for James Wiseman. The free throw is good. Curry, no good. He has not scored since the first few minutes of the third. Now Wiseman turns it over. Knocked away by Williams and stolen by Melo Keels. Block under 5 for Golden State. Podziemski has to shoot. And he drills it. What a shot. We're tied again at 98. Could be in store. Great photo finish here at the Chase Center. And Cobb gives it right back. He steps out of bounds. Costly turnover. Oh my God. How do you leave Steph Curry open like that? Warriors in the lead again. Crowd on their feet. Dished out to Cobb, and he ties things up as he buries the triple. What a shot. Oh my God. No, not again. He missed it this time. Moore just shoots over Williams, and Walker puts it back in. We saw him do that last game, and he does it again here. What a play to put the Aztecs back in the lead. Just over 4 left to go in regulation. That's a back and forth affair here in the fourth quarter. Downhill, left inside, now back out. Keels has to shoot, and he drills it. The shot making right now is absolutely incredible. Open look. No good from Cobb. Could have put us back in the lead again. Now the Warriors have a chance to jump in front. Keels sizing up Kylan Moore. Drives it. And steps out of bounds. Nice pass inside. Dennis working against Curry. Really tough finish. Draped all over him, but he still got it to go. And now under 3 minutes left in game 2. Warriors do not want to be down 2-0 in this series, now having to go on the road these next 2 games as Keels drops in a 3, and the Warriors jump in front again. This guy is just a really special young talent. Good pump fake. Moore drives it and flushes it. He's got the alpha dog traits. He can rally his teammates. Will that be a factor down the stretch? We've seen it time and time again in games like this. As Keels almost drew a foul, but Young stays on his feet. Now Curry has it. Shot clock under 5. Don't give him space. He's going to find his own, but he misses the shot. And we take over, leading by a singular point. Out to Cobb. His three rattles out. Walker fouled on the putback attempts. A huge offensive rebound will likely increase our lead to 3 points. The first one is perfect from Jarris Walker, who went 10 for 11 from the field back in game 1. And the free throws are good. No threes allowed. Defense, Curry, mid-range. No, just not his night. Up to Dennis, lobbing it. Walker can't tip it in, and it goes the other way. A very quick possession by the Aztecs, and Podziemski got it to go a foot away from the rim. 10 points now off turnovers for the Warriors. No, we turn it over. Kylan Moore bobbled the pass and steps out of bounds. A costly mistake. Driving it. Curry blocks. Jarris Walker. Way to help out on defense. We have played some really good fourth quarter defense on Steph Curry. Now who's going to be the hero for Mexico City? Dylan Young misses the open three. The Warriors still have a chance. The door is wide open. Mismatch. Curry. Another miss. They keep going to him, but he can't find his rhythm. We gotta hit a shot here. Dennis fires and is fouled. That will put us in the bonus for the rest of the quarter. 23.6 on the clock. The first free throw is perfect. The back end is perfect as well. They're going to use their penultimate timeout to advance. This right here is what playoff basketball is all about. We lead by 3, no shot clock left. Curry to Kuminga. Now back out. Podziemski to tie it. No good. Rebound pulled in by Kylan Moore. And his free throws can put this game out of reach for Golden State here in game 2. Aztecs looking to take a 2-0 lead in the series, but Kylan Moore misses the front end. The second shot is gonna find its way through. They still have a chance. Inbound to Curry. Pump fakes. They're taking way too much time already. Kuminga's shot will fall, though. They have to hope for one more free throw miss to have a chance, but they have no timeouts left to advance the ball. And the Warriors will put John Cobb at the line, but a crucial costly mistake right there because 1.6 seconds comes off the clock before they foul Cobb. First free throw good. The back end to put this game to bed. It's up. And it's good. Clutch free throws from John Cobb. And the Aztecs lead this first round series 2-0. And now we go home for games 3 and 4. Looking to potentially sweep the Warriors in a huge upset in round 1. Once again, the second half performance proves to be the difference maker in this series. We outscored them by 13 points in the second half to take it by 4. Kuminga drops 24 in the loss. Steph Curry, 5 for 21. He's not who he was a couple years ago. 4 for 14 from downtown. And the Warriors are one game away from having their backs against the wall. 29 for Cobb on 50% shooting. How about David Dennis, though? 28 points, 9 for 13. 10 assists to go along with that, responsible for a lot of our points. But this big three, all scoring 20 plus in this game, and all shooting not too poorly. 15 points off the bench for Wiseman. Jarris Walker continues to be just a really smart player for us. 5 for 6 from the field, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 blocks. You can't really ask for much better out of one of your, lowest scoring options. We shoot 53% to their 42, and we once again outshoot them from downtown. Despite them taking 42 shots and us taking 13 less, we hit just 1 less 3 than them because we made our shots count. We also win despite having 19 turnovers in this game. So a big way to overcome that. And now we have Game 3, the first home game in franchise playoff history. And we're going to sim the first half and see where this game takes us. The starting fives stay the same. Welcome to the Palacio de los Deportes for some playoff basketball. Here we go in Mexico City. Game 3, a chance to lead the series 3 games to zip. Let's go and do it. Game 3 is officially underway. We have won every tip-off in this series so far. Now we're going to see what happens going into the second half of this Game 3. Back and forth first quarter, low-scoring game. But the Aztecs do lead. Warriors trying to hang in this one. And we have a very low-scoring affair on our hands. Must be just a poor shooting day for both teams. It's 44-41 with 24 minutes left. The starting fives are the exact same as they were in the first 2 games of this series, but we are underway. We lead by 3. Young, good pass out, open look, and count it from the corner for Kylan Moore. Attacking the basket, but Podziemski is blocked. Kylan Moore came over to help. Now up to him, mismatch on Curry, and Kylan Moore has all 5 points to open this second half. Top of the key, Curry got the bounce off the top of the backboard, and it drops back in. Only shot 33% in the first half, but starts off 1 for 1 here in the seconds. Gotta find a shot here. Cobb makes a move, but misses the shot. It's tipped up by Keels and eventually pulled down by Steph Curry. He's gotta come to life here in this game if the Warriors want any chance to win this game and get back in this series. He gets the handoff, fires a deep one, but it's not gonna go. Dennis. Oh, fire on the other end. Quick buckets. Good spin move. Curry right to the rack for 2. Good move to get by Curry, and Dennis a bit too strong on that layup attempt. Deep 3, and Kuminga can't connect. In these first 2 games, we have shot way better behind the arc than them, and now Jarris Walker is fouled. That is number 4 on Kuminga. Early in the third quarter, that could come back to bite them. First one for Walker will drop in. And the second is gonna find its way through as well. Curry scanning, finding space. But he's picking up right where things left off in the first 2 games of this series as Dylan Young drives, and the bucket will count. That is the 5th against Robinson, and he is in early in this quarter because of the fouls against Kuminga. So both of their power forwards in some foul trouble here in Game 3. Pick and roll. Curry whips it inside. Moore. What? I thought that was a block, and that's the 5th on Moore. Wow. So huge foul trouble for us. First free throw won't go. And Kylan Moore stays in the ball game. Curious choice by Horace James to leave him in there as Robinson goes 1 for 2 at the line. But they steal it back. It was actually an 0 for 2 stint for Robinson, by the way. He missed both. But now Buchanan, quick bucket on the fast break. And we call timeouts. Catch and shoot 3. Jarris Walker offline. And look down below. A strained right hip for Robert Williams, but he still is playing through it. It is the playoffs after all. Their season on the brink of elimination here, so they really gotta win this game and battle back in this series. Oh, with missed shots like that, it's gonna be tough to come back. Mismatch inside, Moore calls for it. Back out, Dennis fires and misses. Good screen set by Williams. Keels drives it up and under. What a move. We go up ahead to Jarris Walker, and he is fouled by Williams. Don't forget that Williams was probably like one of our best players in our first year as a franchise. Him and Malcolm Brogdon. But now nobody from that team is left on this roster. We're all the better for it. The free throws for Jarris Walker both drop in. Quick pass up to Robinson. Space over Moore. And the bucket will go. We could be in store for like a 82 to like 83 finish or some very low scoring number like that. Not used to that here in this series. That will happen sometimes, especially in games where the pace is slowed down by fouls and whatnot. Cobb definitely got fouled. I heard that slap on the wrist, but the bucket will count. Can Steph Curry find his rhythm? He crosses over, fakes a spin, over Dennis. Still cannot buy a jump shot. We go up ahead, but Dylan Young can't corral the pass. That's stolen away by Podemski, who lobs it up for Robinson. And our lead's cut to 5. Good pass, open look. But it's not going to go for Dylan Young. Backdoor, Curry, easy 2. What happened there? Backdoor to Cobb now, and he responds quickly, assisted by Jarris Walker. Hawkins just fires a contested shot. We'll take those every day. It's not going to go for him. Rozier back in for the Aztecs. Dennis right into a layup. Made that one a bit more crazy than it had to be, but still drops it in. And we lead by 7 once again. Buchanan blocked from behind. A good rejection by Jarris Walker. Now a mismatch for Kylan Moore. The double team comes. He's going to fire anyways, and that was a bad call. Robinson rejects the shot. Driving, spinning, good pass, open look. Hawkins, no. So he is hurt. Williams happens to be hurt. And now we love it for Dennis. What an athlete! Buchanan crosses over and got the bucket to go. But the Warriors only shooting 40%. We're at 44. In all 3 games, they have really shot the ball. Honestly, just like pretty poorly overall. Like that, it's just you can't win games when you shoot the ball this horribly, even if you're playing solid defense. Good crossover, Buchanan will not get the bucket, but he will have some free throws. These can cut our lead back to 5 if they both go. The first one will. And now Moore comes out, Wiseman comes in, and the free throws are good. Drives it, hop steps, pumps, passes, and Wiseman cocks it back. Golden State's got to find something. Backdoor, and Podziemski will sneak inside for the deuce. They're still hanging around. Good play call. Open look for John Cobb, but the bucket is not going to drop in. Up ahead, Stewart with the jam. 1-score game. Good drive. Rozier, though, blocked, but he gets it back and makes a great pass to James Wiseman, who took way too long to fire. Great defense by Robinson. Inbound pass to Cobb. His 3 is drilled. That doubles our lead back to 6. Hawkins steps into it and responds in kind. What a shot. Good screen set by Wiseman. Backdoor on the roll, and Cobb picks up another assist. Only 55 shots for either team. Both teams 24 for 55 shooting. But we lead. But Hawkins is keeping them within arm's reach to close the third. A 92% free throw shooter on the season. And he will hit both. Off the screen, Herter fires, but can't connect. And now a 3 could tie the game for Golden State. They led by as many as 10 points in the second half of Game 2 and then promptly lost that lead in the fourth quarter. Can they fight back in this game and take the lead from us? Buchanan shot will roll around the rim and through the bottom of the nets. And we have the final shot of the quarter, leading by only 1. Cobb drives, throws it up and in! And the foul is called against Jordan Hawkins. What could you be complaining about, Coach James? That call went your way, buddy. Sit back down. The free throw for Cobb will put us up by 4, and that will close the third quarter. 75-71, but still a tight contest. Start of the fourth quarter, and Kylan Moore gets off to a good start. He still has 5 fouls. Kuminga's got 4. Williams, or Robinson rather, has 5. But who can come out on top? The 3 is not going to go for O.J. Buchanan. Downhill, Dennis hands it off. Wiseman bobbles it. Hands it back to Dennis, who misses the floater. Winston getting physical down low. Herter draped all over him, and he gets the stop as well. Good play. Now Kylan Moore gets to work, but missed it. Tracks it down and keeps it alive for the Aztecs again. Herter steps into a 3. But it's not going to go. Shua leaves it down low. More on defense. Robinson can't get the basket to drop. And now a fast break, 3-on-2, and Wiseman throws it down. Shot clock winding down. Hawkins steps back, deep three, nearly got it to drop, but still no points here in the quarter by Golden State. Herter, good pass, more steps back, and hits the shot. Timeout Warriors, they trail by 10. Can they find a basket? Nick Richards back in, or I guess in for the first time, and he puts their first points of the quarter on the board. He's been on their bench for the first 2 games and change. Now makes his first playoff appearance of the season. David Dennis, no good. Ball's tipped out to Hawkins. Buchanan got the bucket and the foul. That's number 4 on Cobb, so he's got 4. Moore still has 5. Could easily be fouled out here at any moment once he comes back in the game. He's on the bench right now as Wiseman stays in. They gotta watch out for our foul trouble, but so do the Warriors. Both teams have a couple players on the brink of fouling out here in Game 3. The 5-point game again. Dennis shuffles it down low. The pick and roll has been just worked to perfection when Wiseman comes in the ballgame. Curry has a man open. It's Hawkins with the trifecta. Out to Cobb, open, look, it's not gonna go. Ball's tipped up again, but Stewart pulls it down. A bucket can make it a 1-score game for Golden State. He steps back, and Curry back on the board. It's a 1-point game. Cobb has it, working against Steph Curry. Drives it. Good defense. And a 3-second violation. Podziemski back in. He's got an open look, but can't connect. Lucky break because that was a really good look. Rozier to Walker. Yes! Keel's quick 3 in response. This guy can hit shots from every single level. Cobb, second chance. It's out. Ball's tipped up for a 3rd time, but all 3 have gone to Golden State. And Curry with a quick shot. It's no good. That could have put them back in front by 2. Aztecs still holding on to a lead. Wiseman calls for it. Go up with it. He's hacked from behind. That's the 2nd on Curry and the 2nd on the Warriors in the quarter. Front end, good. Rozier checks out. Dennis checks in. And Wiseman knocks down both against his former team. Curry lobs it over the top, and it's snatched away. Wiseman got to it first. Dennis steps up in the clutch and knocks down the shots. It'll push our lead back to 5, under half the quarter left to play. But the Warriors still have a chance. Downhill. Kuminga throws it up and out. Mismatched inside. Wiseman fires, but it's off the mark. And the Warriors find their offensive rhythm. Podziemski off targets. They just cannot string buckets together here, but it matters most. So lots of basketball left. Dennis misses that 3, but Wiseman tracks it down. Walker puts it in over 2 defenders. Man, he has been great in all 3 games. Williams through the contact. He's got free throws. Front ends will rattle in, and in comes Kylan Moore. One foul away from being out of the ball game, but he comes in for the last 4 minutes and change. 92-87. It's still either team's game, but we have been in control, I'd say, since the start of the half, as Cobb is now 0 for 3 in the quarter from downtown. Curry waits for the pick. Couple of dribble moves. Inside, got the roll. In the corner, open look, and this time Cobb got it to go. And he doubles our lead from 3 to 6. Good find there by Jarris Walker. Warriors once again with their backs against the wall late in a ball game. Curry, deep three, it rattles out. Kylan Moore pulls up and misses the jump shot. These quick shots are not going to help us out because there is not a lot of time left for the Warriors to come back in this game. They need all the time they can get to stay in this one. Williams comes up for the screen. Podziemski rolls, but can't finish. Head Curry wide open in the close corner, but cannot make the pass. Now Kylan Moore in the corner. What a big shot. Warriors running out of time. They trail by 9 points. Only about 2 minutes and change to go. Curry right to the basket to quiet the crowd. Cobb has it stripped away. Podziemski leads the fast break, but misses the shot. What a lucky break for the Aztecs. Moore gives it back out to Dennis. Young misses the trifecta, and there is still a chance if the Warriors go quick and hit the rest of their shots. Curry, baseline, will have free throws. He does not miss these very often, but he can. The first one is silky smooth, and the back end is good as well. 5-point game, 90 seconds left and counting. Downhill, and Kylan Moore throws it in. Is that going to be the dagger play? Assisted by John Cobb. You've only scored 100 points, but the Warriors have not matched. Curry working on Dennis. Mid-range jump shots. They cannot hit a single shot to save their lives, man. Podziemski, Curry, they just cannot find their rhythm. It's costing them dearly. Moore again rocks the rim. Timeout, Golden State. 45 seconds left. Podziemski finally hits a shot, but it might be too late. They're going to have to once again rely on a couple missed free throw shots down the stretch to force overtime or win the game outright here in regulation. They trail by 7. They're not going to foul. What is their game plan here? Cobb misses another 3. They have to go very, very quick here. Heels from the corner, misses the contested shot, and the Warriors are not going to foul. They've given up here in Game 3. The Aztecs will hold on to win. This crowd is on their feet here at the Sports Palace, and Mexico City has their first ever home victory. We are 1 win away from sweeping the Warriors and winning our first ever playoff series. The 7-seed Aztecs lead the 2-seed Warriors 3-0 in the series. The Aztecs hold on to their halftime lead and win behind 22 from Cobb and 21 and 12 from Kylan Moore. 3 blocks for Jarris Walker, who stuffs the stat sheet, 15, 9, and 6. David Dennis, pretty similar numbers for him as well. And we have a really strong rotation here in the playoffs, folks. A lot of guys stepping up. James Wiseman, 7 for 10 off the bench again. Curry at 9 for 22, just like back in game 1, but has not been good from downtown, has not hit his heat checks, and they're losing because of it. We still, despite shooting only 31%, we still shoot better than them from both the field and from downtown. That has been a big difference maker in this series so far. And now we are 1 win away. We might as well just see if it's going to happen in games 4 or 5, and then if they win both, we'll have to watch games 6 and 7 to close it out in case that should happen. But let's go ahead and just simulate most of this next game and just see if we can sweep them real quick and punch our ticket into the second rounds. But the Warriors are leading at halftime of game 4. Once again in Mexico City. Aztecs fighting back, but being held off for now by Golden State. Fourth quarter comes around, and the Warriors are going to hold on to win this one by a pretty big margin. 116-95. Warriors this time led by Podziemski, dropping 25, 7, and 7. Curry goes 3 for 12 shooting, but his teammates step up in the victory. 20 points for Rozier, but Moore, Cobb, Dennis all held to below 20 points here in this game. And this time they do shoot better in all 3 phases of the game, with a 15-point fourth quarter deficit over us. We'll sim one more, and then we will probably just end the episode and see what part 3 has in store, if there is a part 3. Strong start in the first quarter for the Aztecs, but the Warriors climb right back in the game and make it close at halftime. Third quarter, and the Warriors have jumped in front all of a sudden, leading by over 10 points. Fourth quarter, Chase Center matchup in game 5. It's coming down to the wire. 2:27 left to go. Let's watch the rest. We jump in, and Cobb is at the line for 3 free throws. We trail by as many, and the first shot is up and good. Keels and Kuminga back on the floor for Golden State. The second shot is up and good for Cobb, and this one will tie it up at 101 apiece. And he got it. Screen set by Robinson inside, and he's blocked! Kylan Moore makes the play. Who can step up on offense? It's Cobb, right to the rack. What a sequence. The Aztecs jump in front, leading by 2 under 2 minutes left to go. Warriors trying to avoid elimination once again. Shot clock counting down. Curry, no good. And Kylan Moore pulls down the miss. Cobb has a lane, drives it, but this time a bit too strong off the window. Steph Curry isos against David Dennis, but now has to pass out. Good defense by the Aztecs. Podziemski stolen away, cut off by Walker. He's got Cobb right to the rack for 2. The spin move, and Curry misses another shot. He's just not who he once was. But we give it right back. Melo Keels stole it away from Dylan Young. Fakes a spin move. Finds Kuminga. Now Curry. The crowd got quiet. They get it back. And Keels connects. This guy is so darn good. It's a 1-point game. They don't have to foul. One stop and a bucket wins the game for the Warriors and can force a Game 6. Cobb crosses over, drives, bucket and foul! Clutch Cobb in the building! This crowd can't believe it. Season on the line for Golden State, and Cobb might have just sent them packing. No shot clock left. Podziemski drills the triple. It's not over yet. What a shot. More free throws for John Cobb, and Podziemski has fouled himself out of the game. They're booing Cobb. They want him to miss one or both, and he does miss the first. The back end is going to go. They have a timeout to advance the ball. 9.9 seconds left. A chance to take the lead with a three of their own if they want it. It all comes down to this. They're going to save for the final shot. Curry off the screen to win it. No good. And the Aztecs are officially moving on to round 2. We complete the upset against Golden State, taking this series in 5. This crowd completely stunned, silenced. Everybody go home. The 7-seed Aztecs have done what I thought was going to be almost impossible. But we have turned things around ever since the end of the regular season. What a way to close out the first ever playoff series of this franchise, folks. We outscored them this time by 15 points in the fourth quarter to take Game 5 by 2 and punch our ticket to the next round. 31 for Steph Curry, his best game of the series, but it still was not enough. 29 and 12 for Kylan Moore, 23 and 6 for Cobb. Both guys had at least 2 steals and 2 blocks. Dylan Young, 16 points. Darius Walker, 6 for 9 shooting. And we shoot 52%. Only had 5 threes of 22 attempts. Not very good, but we still win the game regardless somehow. And we are just the second team so far to punch our ticket. The Pistons have swept the Hawks, and we might have another upset brewing over in the Eastern Conference with the Bucks up 3-2 on the 1-seed Pacers, and the Denver Nuggets leading the 1-seed Rockets 3-1. A couple of huge upsets here in the first round. Let's find out who's going to come out on top. And the Denver Nuggets win their series in 5 over the 1-seed Rockets. Both 1-seeds have lost in the first round. The Pacers fall in 6, and the Bucks will face the 5-seed Bulls in round 2. The Pistons will face the 6-seed Cavaliers. The only higher seed to win their series in the Eastern Conference was the Pistons. They won 4-0. Meanwhile, Portland wins Game 7 against the Wemby-led Spurs, and Dallas wins Game 7 against the Utah Jazz. And we have to face the Mavericks, who we saw a fantastic game against a while back. Kyrie Irving was great in that game, but we stole it in overtime, and now we have to rematch them here in the NBA quarterfinals. Portland faces Denver. We saw in the other 2 matchups. What a crazy playoff bracket it has been here in 2028 so far. Let's end on just a couple of stats for our team so far in the postseason. We played 5 games. Cobb has been our best scorer at 46% from the field, but only 31% from downtown. But how about Kylan Moore? 50% from 3, averaging 21 and 12, and is shooting at 30% better than he was in the regular season so far. Again, a very small sample size, but that's what you get here in the playoffs. David Dennis, over 51% shooting from the field. Fantastic numbers from downtown, and 8 assists, 17 points per game. Jarris Walker, big uptick in offense for him. 16 points per game, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. He has shot incredibly well from the field, and so has James Wiseman. So we are looking pretty good here in the first 5 games in playoff history for the franchise. And we are not done yet. We have to face the Kyrie Irving-led Dallas Mavericks. They were the 3 seed this season, only behind Houston and Golden State. And we have seen this team before. Naz Reid looking for revenge against his former team. We gave him away to acquire a couple of players a year or 2 ago, and he's back to make a statement here in the second round. But they have won 5 games. I guess that was to close the year, not the playoffs. They had won 5 games previously, but they are battle-tested, facing off against the Utah Jazz, who beat us out for the 6th seed. So 2 tough series for both teams, but we win a couple of very close games. They win in 7, and now we have to face them. And I will see y'all in Game 1 and beyond in that series. What do you think so far? Are you surprised by this 5-game series win against Golden State? I am pretty shocked in the way that we did it, but a couple of really close wins. That's how you have to win series like these. But that will do it. Please like the video, subscribe, and leave your feedback down below in the comment section, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Take care and have a great day.